Hey, this is Richard with a quick review of Palazzo Castri 1874, a boutique-style hotel in Florence, Italy. We booked 5 nights at the Palazzo through Expedia based on price, reviews, location, and the presence of a tranquil-seeming garden in the back. The total bill was $2,480, or about $500 a night. That price included daily breakfast and spa access. Palazzo Castri sits just north of the historic center of Florence. It's only about a 10-minute walk from Santa Maria Novella train station, the main station in Florence, but the streets and sidewalks are narrow and busy, so if you arrive there with luggage, I would highly recommend taking a taxi to the hotel. Our suite on the second floor consisted of a small living area and a bedroom separated by a wall and doorway. Off the bedroom was a longish, narrow bathroom with a cool blue light in the shower. The room was clean and stylish with high ceilings. The bed was comfortable and the hallway area outside the room was pretty quiet. The room had a few quirks and glitches. The in-room Nespresso coffee machine didn't work, and the climate control system was very odd. Instead of punching keys on a thermostat, you have to call or visit the front desk and ask an attendant there to set the temperature for you. Even though you have a thermostat in your room, you have no control over it. This adds another layer of complexity to the trial and error of getting the room temperature correct. We were there in the summer and we found that a setting of about 21 degrees centigrade or 70 degrees Fahrenheit was comfortable. One other quirk: the sliding door to the bathroom has this frosted glass in it with some see-through strips. It creates a bit of a privacy issue, even if you're very familiar with your roommate. The floors in the room are wooden, which brings me to the biggest drawback of our stay: the noises from the room above. The first night, we had to call the front desk because people above were moving furniture around after 11 o'clock. The noises stopped after that, but pretty much our whole stay was marked by booming footfalls and sliding furniture from above. I went up there at one point and peeked inside the room, and this is what I saw. I'm exaggerating, of course, but a room on the top floor would have mitigated this issue. We asked for a fan mainly for the white noise factor at night. It helped, but nothing short of hearing loss could override those noises from above. The common areas were clean and compact. The small lobby opens up to a restaurant behind it that offers both indoor and outdoor seating. The breakfast buffet was fairly typical of what you find in Italian hotels. There were scrambled eggs, breakfast meats, baked goods. Cappuccinos, Americanos, and lattes are available on request. Breakfast was busy every day, no matter what time we went. For convenience sake, we had dinner at the hotel our first night. I had pasta, and my wife had the turkey roll, pretty much the only gluten-free option on the menu. Even though the turkey roll was pretty dry, it was very popular with the cat that wanders the hotel premises and mooches food from diners. We didn't use the spa services at all, but one day, out of curiosity, I asked the attendant there if there was anything available, and she told me that all they had was a half-hour massage session, so clearly you have to plan ahead if you want to use any of these services. One of the hotel's major strengths is its location. There's a park across the street, and although it's a little unkept and sketchy, it creates a sense of space outside the entrance that is not easy to come by in Florence. Nearby services include a laundromat that's about a 5-minute walk down the street. We did a few loads there one night. It's close enough that you can put your laundry in, go back to the hotel, and then return to put it in the dryer. There are several small markets in the neighborhood, and the train station is very close if you want to make any day trips. Shopping options abound in the area. Il Cantuccio, just down the street, is a must-visit for its outstanding biscotti. I've never been a big biscotti fan, but this stuff is different. more flavorful, softer, and chewier than the packaged stuff you find in the supermarket. Toward the Duomo, there's a great ceramic shop called Ceramica Riccieri. Mr. Ricci, the owner, is a great guy. He sells beautiful plates, bowls, olive oil decanters, etc. at reasonable prices. He will pack the items for you and even ship them overseas if you prefer. There are two excellent jewelry shops just north of the Duomo, Torini and Favilli. For chocolate, I recommend the very popular Venci shop just south of the Duomo. There are lots of restaurant choices in the area. First and foremost, I recommend Indian Palace, very close to the hotel. Very unpretentious, but some of the best Indian food I've ever had. Also close is Ristorante Quinoa, a terrific gluten-free spot set in a lovely courtyard. For gelato, try the outstanding My Sugar Gelato. It makes for a convenient stop when you're walking back to the hotel from Florence's historic center. If you get tired of eating in cramped spaces, then check out Ristorante Storico Sabatini, very close to the train station. It has a spacious, beautiful dining room and is a great place to try steak Florentine, one of the iconic dishes of the region. As for attractions, the lovely Santa Maria Novella Cathedral is a 10-minute walk to the west. The Duomo is about the same distance to the south. The Uffizi Gallery and the Arno River are maybe another 5-10 minutes further south. There are several less crowded attractions east of the hotel, including the very interesting Convent of San Marco. It's pretty easy to get around on foot. Just bear in mind that Florence's medieval street pattern is pretty much the antithesis of a grid pattern. There are short streets that lead to other short streets. It's easy to get lost in it. But after a couple of days, you start to figure it out and even find ways to avoid the most crowded streets. In summary, Palazzo Castri 1874 is a clean hotel with a helpful staff and a great location, close to Florence's main attractions, but a bit removed from the hustle and bustle of the historic center. I would stay there again if I could get a room on the top floor or have people above me who are lighter on their feet. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.